Hey everybody, Eric here with the Where to Hunt podcast. This is the Rut Club Radio. Just popping on here. Greg is running a little behind, so I think he's going to jump on in the next segment. So you get me, which I think, we're all used to. I'm just going to get my bearings here. Hopefully everything is working correctly. Wait for a little bit of an audience to show up here. I'm going to crack a beer. And anybody that shows up, whoever the first one is, let me know if you can hear me. Looks like my audio is working. I just like to verify. So rather than a thumbs up, if you could put in the comments something like "I can hear you." This is the Rut Club Radio. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to test out my audio. I'm just gonna fix something real quick. I hate that Restream has to put. It's Restream. Mike, is the audio working? I see you in here. You're my official tester, and you're in IT, so it works out great. Can you hear me? Kulas? Good. How about that Bush beer and my working class koozie? Oh my God, that's cold. Wow. Seriously. That's really freaking cold. Okay, so Rut Club Radio is brought to you by Heated Hunts. And, if you haven't heard of Heated Hunts from either, anywhere else, but specifically this show, you're going to want to check them out. Anybody that calls into the show for this particular segment gets a chance to win a Heated Hunt product. This week, we're going to give away a hat or a shirt. I haven't decided. But we gave away a big giveaway last week. I think Kyle was our winner. He got a shirt, a hat, and a Heated Hunt scent dispenser. Man, you think after all these episodes I'd get it right. But as you can see here, this thing works pretty well. It's easy to use. I want to get to, here we go. This is the stuff I wanted to show. So this unit opens up. There's cords or cables that run from the battery unit in the bottom, and they connect into this dangly piece here. And then it heats up the wicks. And then the wicks help heat up your scent, whatever that is, whether it's doe piss. Obviously, Heated Hunts has a line of their own scents, and it's synthetic. But you can put any scent in there. If you have some other doe piss, that would work too. But they also have like sweet corn and some other, kind of scents that are really good for late season and kind of some rut activity. Clearly, Heated Hunts, Rut Radio. That's the whole kind of fit here. So if you want to take a look, this is their site. It's heatedhunts.com. If you want to win some of their stuff, all you got to do is call in and report on some of the deer activity you're seeing. Maybe share some stories of this season or past seasons, and I'll be happy to enter you into a drawing. I do the drawing every show the next day. So like I'll do the giveaway next week. And so if you want 15% off of their products too, if you want to just go buy something and you like it, the code is W2H podcast, and you get 15% off. Now, these guys are a great sponsor. I'll get off my soapbox as soon as a caller calls in. But these are I can't talk. These guys are a great sponsor because the way I see it, they're giving product away every single episode, and they're giving the steepest discount. So I'm trying to look at the camera, talking to the mic. Look at the camera, talking to the mic, and that's a pretty gracious give, I think. So, they really want to get their product into people's hands because it works, it speaks for itself. So rather than me talking about it, we'll just give some away, and then you can let me know and let them know and share the results of that. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. So if you guys notice, my voice is working. I think the camera's working, and I've changed the arrangement just a little bit. We got the weird green chair over here. We've changed the table so I can try to look at the camera and address everybody. And if I do this, I don't know, maybe I can point this up some more and get it closer to my face, and see. Hopefully y'all can still hear me if I do that. But this is it's been a lot of fun to get this set up this way. Now, thank you, Jeff. My voice does sound a lot better. I feel a lot better. I was sweating. I had the cold, hot, whatever, clammy sweats from being sick. It was pretty bad. I wasn't a fan of that. And then the technical problems on top of it did not help at all. So I'm glad to be kind of feeling in my right mind. Obviously, I got a couple beers here waiting for Greg. I got my little 7-point skull over here, my European mount that Jeff Genke helped me with. I actually buried that guy in the backyard under a bucket. That's how big the rack is. For like, I don't know, half a year. I think I dug it up. So I buried it November after the gun season in 2017. And then I dug it up like June or July. And everything just fell off like butter. And then we boiled it and all that stuff. So I think it turned out pretty great. It's nothing like, Big Shooter Greg's deer over here, but maybe this season. And I'm also wearing a W2H hat. I bought my own hat for myself. The products on the W2H Where to Hunt app.com website are all on demand, so I don't hold any inventory. And if you want something, you want to support the show, I appreciate that. This hat's kind of gangster. I like it. So, Trev, what up, bro? If you want to call in, I'd love it. You and D-Rock have been doing a shit ton of hunting. I've been following along, and I was listening to your episode today. I heard that you sprayed D-Rock in the face with some deer piss on accident when you were gutting out a buck. I thought that was pretty funny. And not only in the face, like I think you got him in the mouth. And so I'm dealing with that as a new dad of a son now. It hasn't happened yet, but it definitely is a lot more different and dynamic than our daughter as far as changing goes. I know that's not rut talk, but I think it's kind of funny. Anyway, y'all, if you want to call in, you're going to enter to win a chance to win, and you're going to get to have a conversation with me. How exciting. I'd love to hear how your season's going so far, and if you haven't gotten out a whole bunch, I'd love to hear kind of what your plans are. Excuse me, but additionally, I'd like to hear what everybody thinks about the October lull. I personally don't believe in it. Knock on wood. Didn't get sick from being in the water. Yeah. Oh, shit. That's good. Sorry, I'm reading some of the comments here. And feel free to comment, too. Like, you don't have to call. I just encourage a call. The call is how you're going to win the product. And the odds were pretty good for Kyle last week. He was the only caller, and as a result, he won. He had a 100% chance of winning. So I'm just saying, you got a pretty good chance to win some stuff. And as we bring on other sponsors and kind of go through some of those discussions, I'm gonna create what's called a toy box. And so in this room, there's gonna be a toy box full of goodies from everybody. So I'm excited to do that and allow sponsors to get their products in your hands, and you guys to all try some different stuff out. So we have a couple callers. I'm gonna bring in we got Trev. What up, Trev? You're live on the Where to Hunt Rut Club Radio. What's up, bro?
What's up, Eric?
I'm so happy to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You guys are by far
same to you.
I just listen to your podcast more than any other podcast. I don't listen to my own, so there's that.
I'm sorry. You get to listen to us talk. We don't talk about anything good, though, Eric.
No, but your format's great. Like the news and like it's super interesting. I'm like, man, I hope I produce interesting stuff. So, thanks for calling, man.
Well, absolutely, man. I love this Rut Club thing. I've been looking forward to calling into it, especially during the hunting season.
Yeah. So who got the buck last week? Was it you or D-Rock?
D-Rock did, actually, yeah. We went to a spot, actually, where we actually had our first kill together ever. We went back in there, and D-Rock actually scored. We went in to actually film together and get some footage, and D-Rock just had this, this thought that he's like, what's up over the hill over there? And I'm like, oh, that's the Oak Flat. I said, I hunt that normally during rut, but I haven't been up there in probably a year. And so he went up there on a whim, and an hour after sitting in there, he finally he texted me and was like, oh, Joe just went by 40 yards with a skipper, coming your way, no shot. I was like, all right, I'm waiting. And about half hour later, he goes, I just shot a spike horn. And I was like, no shit, man. So, yeah, it was definitely cool. We definitely had a good time, so.
That's great. And so
it was on I
was gonna say, just tell me how you sprayed him in the mouth with piss.
Oh, so how this occurred was it was starting to get a little bit darker, and D-Rock was like, hey man, you mind doing the duty, man, because we don't have a flashlight. I was like, yeah, I can do it with my eyes closed. And so I start gutting the deer, and I took the balls and the penis, and I brought it down, and then I ended up cutting it, but I left the bladder sack in there, and I went to go get that out, and when I went to grab it, he was saying, "Oh man, if I was to do this, I would have cut my hand off. I definitely needed a flashlight." And I grabbed a hold of the bladder or the piss sack, and I squeezed it by accident, and it squirted D-Rock right in the mouth as he was talking.
I fucking was listening at work, and I was like busting up. And I share my office with someone now, and I was like trying not to like completely lose it when I heard that. Holy crap!
It was priceless, and the first words out of his mouth are, "I feel like that girl that got peed on by R. Kelly."
So you guys got a buck. You got a buck. That's great. And you, that's gonna be a memorable thing forever, dude. The jokes that are coming from that from years past, that it's gonna be great.
Yeah, so it's been kind of cool. 2 years or 2 seasons, 2 deer, same property together. So it's definitely memorable. Not the biggest deer throughout either season, but definitely a fun time. Like you're saying, the memories have been made.
That's great, man. That's great. So when are you getting out next?
I actually just walked out of the woods. I'm actually headed to grab some dinner. Slow afternoon, not much movement. Heard a ton of acorns and beech nuts coming out of the trees, so that was good. Definitely some food. We got a big rain front coming for the next couple of days with heavy winds.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be able to get out until probably after the weekend.
Yeah, you want to have good blood trails and that kind of stuff. Well, dude, thanks for calling in, man. Just for sake of time and stuff.
Absolutely.
I got a couple actually landing behind you here, and we'll try to give everybody an opportunity to win. So you're in the drawing. Thanks for calling in, dude. I love hearing from you, and thanks for supporting the show.
Hey, absolutely, brother. And I'll be tuning in after dinner for the actual podcast.
Rock on, bro. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
See ya.
All right. Have a good night, Eric. Later, brother.
Bye. All right, so we're going to jump into our next caller. Kyle from Hudson. Kyle, you're live on the Rut Club Radio. You are our big winner from last week. I don't know if I can draw you again this week, actually. You might just...
Eric, that's all right, man. That I don't need to worry about the drawing. I was just very excited because drove past a handful of farms, and soybeans are coming out of the fields up here. So everything's kind of getting colder up here, so...
And up here,
getting excited because
Wisconsin is like, if I look at my hand here, right? Where am I looking at on the map?
You're northwest, so I'm right on the border of Minnesota, Wisconsin. If you take 94 up from Eau Claire all the way into Minnesota, we're right on the border there.
Got it. Okay.
So
you said soybeans are coming up or out, or explain that, because I'm pretty dumb with that stuff.
They're starting to harvest soybeans out of the fields.
Got it.
So, good thing is basically food sources are coming out of the fields. Obviously, just watched 2 does run across the field, and they'll be hitting the soybean fields for the next couple of days, picking up all the scraps. But food sources are getting taken out. So next thing to go is corn, and then we'll start pushing to probably whatever's dropping from the trees and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
that's kind of cool, man. And so Trev was just saying, so he's out on the East Coast. He's saying acorns are dropping. He's hearing that happen. Soybeans are coming out, so they're going to try to pick up the scraps. So really, it's a matter of trying to do a little bit of patterning with food sources and where these deer are going to be going for that. Because like the early season, it's a smorgasbord. They can go anywhere for food. And now it's going to start to change a little bit as things kind of start to die off.
Yeah, they'll be, from up by us now, they'll kind of be playing that grid pattern game of just jumping field to field, and trying to go to food sources and stuff like that. But the nice thing is when there's not so much pickings around, they got to, kind of go on those travel corridors, which is kind of perfect for where I hunt. It's a travel corridor, so it's kind of perfect. But like I said, I just watched 2 does. Haven't really seen any bucks move around. I saw a little fork last week. But other than that, I know it's October low, but I've been seeing does move. Haven't really seen anything in the morning. I sat out Saturday morning. Didn't see anything in the morning, but the evenings, just been staying in the house with the kids. Wife works second shift, but unfortunately, been seeing them move at night, so kind of just waiting when I can do an afternoon set. But
Perfect.
It is what it is, man.
No, that's a good report, dude. Thank you.
So,
That's what we're looking for.
so
Rock
yeah.
on. Rock
But
on.
yeah, I just wanted to call in quick, and like I said, man, getting excited, seeing stuff starting to move and everything like that. So I'll jump off so you can go on to some other callers. But
Yeah, I think
I'll
one
be
just popped
listening
on,
later.
popped off. That's why I had the stutter there. So I'll, if I pop off, maybe that'll get them to come back in. But dude, thanks for calling and thanks for being a listener and supporting the show. I know you and I are chatting more and more as we kind of get into the season. So thanks for jumping in, man.
No problem. Have a good night, Eric.
All right, you
Take
too,
it
bud.
easy.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Rock on. So we need some more callers to even out the odds. If you love Trevor, don't call, right? Because then he'll win. If you don't, you should call, because then you might take that chance away from him. I'm just gonna clean up my call queue here a little bit so I can get a sense for who's calling, so I don't miss it. And okay, so that's all cleaned up. Rock on. Yeah, I haven't had Sunday. Would have been a great day to get out. I know Greg was out on Sunday. He didn't see anything. I think his whoever he had gone with had seen something, but being sick, I got my daughter sick, so she's been coughing till she pukes, and that's been terrible. And then with the newborn, it's been tricky. So this is gonna be a tricky season for me to try to find a time to get out. I want to maximize it as much as I can and get the heck. Make the most use of my time. So fortunately, I've been able to get access to a property that I've hunted in the past, so I have some familiarity around it and have a good idea where I'm going to go when I get there, assuming that the spots aren't taken. But we'll see. Oh, man. I don't know why that beer is so good right now. What's up, Hunter and Jared? I don't believe in fairy tale stories and about money or the October lull. Love you, buddy. Thanks for that. You got it done real early season down south where it was super hot, and then you freaking packed out. That's a different kind of hunt, man. And hopefully, how are the mosquitoes been for those of you that have been out? In the comment section, you can just put in there if you're too busy or doing something for work, you can't call in. I'd love to hear. We were out doing family photos on the 20. When was that? Was that last Saturday, actually? On the 28th, so I guess that was already a couple weeks ago. I think it was the 28th. And the mosquitoes were freaking terrible. I mean, almost unbearable. Our kids are getting attacked. We were getting attacked. We went into some small little plot of woods and did some photos. A spot that I've actually scouted for deer, believe it or not. So that was kind of funny. Seen some really nice rubs back in this area. I was like, I know a spot. But if you get sick of hearing me talk to myself, pop on in here. We got about 10 more minutes to take some calls, and I'd love to just hear how it's going and what you got going on. Jeff, every time you get rejected. Oh, you're trying to call in and you're getting rejected? Well, that can't be right. I think maybe I saw you pop in there. I certainly didn't reject you. Maybe try again. Obviously you got the number right. It's on the screen there. If you want to, Jeff, you want to put your number in the comments, I can call you. And if anybody else is not comfortable calling in, if you want to put your number in the comments, I can reach out to you. I can make outbound calls from the system. So if anybody wants me to call them, feel free to dump your number in, and I'll give you a call. Are we the only ones? What is triple E mosquitoes? You'll have to explain that one, Trev. I don't know what the hell that means. They're freaking terrible, though. Devil bugs, man. Did I miss any other comments in here? I wonder if Mike's still here. Hey, Mike, do you want to call into the show? I know you're thinking about getting a crossbow. Maybe you can ask some questions for folks. Okay, one cash beer. Beer before liquor. You've never been sick or liquor before beer. You're in the clear. Is that how that goes? I'm going to have a problem. So I am mixing the best of both worlds later. I have a Bellhaven Brewery Scottish Ale. So beer, scotch mixed together. Pretty happy about that. Some of my favorite brews of beer. What do you mean it's a new disease like West Nile? Really? I don't know. That sounds scary, man. I don't like that. I wonder how many people actually ever did get West Nile from mosquitoes, how serious that was. I just get really frustrated. And it looks like I should be able to take calls, so hopefully I'm not missing anybody here. I know Jeff said he was getting kicked out every time. But to get to the point of the October lull, man, I don't know. I don't believe in excuses, so I think just for that reason alone, I don't think that it's real. Maybe behavior changes or whatever, but like Greg said last week, and then he said it again, or another caller said it again. Shut the fuck up, 11 days. Dude, that's nuts. Sorry for the ADD. So if you are a buck bed hunter and you understand that game, which I don't, I'm not claiming that I do. It's something I'm striving to learn and figure out. And I'm putting time and effort into that when I have it. The October lull shouldn't matter. If you can get to where these things are, like if they're just staying near their bed anyways, and you can figure out where that's at and how to exploit that, that's one way potentially around the October lull, I think. And just getting the time out there, you know, you're not gonna kill. What's the catching deers? Put out a new shirt or a new hat or whatever it said. You can't kill them from the couch. I mean, that's a true statement. So I should probably take my own advice one of these days. But again, if anybody wants me to call them, throw your number in the comment section. I'll call you guys. If you want to call in, the number's on the bottom of the screen there. Feel free to jump in. I'll just put it here again in case. 262-757-4122. Put my little dots in there. 757-4122. There we go. Yeah, well, I fucked that up. Classic. Let's try again. 262-757-4122. There we go. That's the right number. I think I actually have it memorized now. All right, who do we got? So, Mike Kulas. Long-time listener, first-time caller. What's up, Kulas?
Hey, what's up, dude?
How your legs doing? Mike and I just did a leg session at the gym. It was fucking terrible.
It was really terrible.
I'm having
my
a hard
legs,
time.
I can't move them right.
Dude, it's not good, but we'll be the guys dragging the deer out of the woods this gun season faster than everybody else. We'll be like the deer mules.
See, let me put that fucker on my shoulders.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that during gun season. You might get shot.
Well, I got a lot of orange on.
I think I'd love to see you deadlift a deer, though. I think we can work that out.
I could probably do that.
I bet you could. I mean, how much think like if you shoot an average deer, let's just say it weighs anywhere from like, I don't know, what's the average deer weight? 100 to 200 pounds. 200 would be fucking huge. Gutted, maybe. Let's put a deer on your shoulders and let's have you frickin' squat that thing, and then we'll put it up to the okayest hunter page.
I'm challenge accepted.
You just got to shoot a deer first. So we got to get you to shoot a deer. And we'll tell you what, any deer anybody shoots, you get to squat it.
Hell yeah, good challenge. I like it. I can't wait to try it when I get my big buck this year.
Are you planning on doing any bow hunting? I mean, the season is active now, and then it looked like we're not going gun hunting till mid to late November, but the week before Thanksgiving. So you have some time.
Yeah, I do. I'm thinking about it. I've just been kind of just lazy about it, I guess, this year. And so, and I usually, I'm not like that. Like I said, I'm not that well versed in bow hunting yet. So,
You're
more
learning.
of the gun hunt is me. But I'm learning. But I do want a crossbow. After I got to shoot Alex's that one year, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
it was
some speed.
very accurate.
It definitely makes it a lot easier, which is good.
It would have been better if my first experience of bow hunting wasn't getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Yeah, I feel bad for that. I tried to correct it by taking it later season the one or two times, and then I think you'd seen one of the biggest bucks of your life, and the cam.
Oh yeah,
came off the cam.
Yep.
I would have contemplated stabbing it with the arrow at that point. I don't know. that sucks, dude. I felt bad for you.
You remember me saying that? I was literally ready just to run with the arrow and just see if I could be like, just try to tackle it or something. Because I know it wouldn't happen, but I was just dreaming, just wishing.
I wish, and honestly, maybe we go there again too. Like that's a fun spot to go. We went to, we're not guarded about where we go. We went to Monchez Park here in Wisconsin, and you saw a big buck and then a little buck, and so you got to compare it and say, no, that was a big one, then a doe, or was it the doe, then the little, then the big? How was the order? I think you saw the doe first.
I think it was the doe, and then the little, and then the big.
Yeah.
It was it looked like a family kind of walking through in a way how it worked. It was weird, but
what it probably was, it was a hot doe.
But
and then they were fucking on her like, ooh, we want to breed that. We want to breed that doe.
Right. I mean, the other biggest buck I've seen was on, Shane's dad's place. So
yeah, he's got that deer farm, so there's that.
Those are all, yeah, and that was but in the wild, that was probably the biggest. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's exciting. You can see your heart pumping. It makes you go, oh my God, they are real. They do exist. And I could actually have a shot at one. So, yeah, we got to get you into a crossbow. We got to get you over to Whale Tails or Buck Rub or West Town or something. I think Whale Tails is probably, not Whale Tails, Buck Rub's probably closest to where you're at. Well, thanks for calling into the freaking show.
Definitely check that out.
We got
man.
3 minutes to go. You're qualified to win a heated hunt. I think we're going to do a shirt or a hat this week. So you saw me wearing that at the gym today, actually.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yep, that was a nice hat.
Hell yeah. So, all right, bud. Well, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it. We'll be back on at 7 o'clock for the real show. This is just a segment, so if you're around then, pop back in. You don't have to call or anything, but I appreciate it, bud. We'll see you on Thursday at the gym.
Sounds good, buddy. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, you could maybe get one more call in 2 minutes or so. Austin just jumped on here. I see that. Austin, I think you won a hat from Heated Hunts a couple shows ago, so hopefully you're putting that to some good use in the field. I know you obviously got a buck. What up? Yeah, we got like 1 minute to go. So I'm going to pop off here. Hopefully nothing breaks like last time, and we'll be good to go. Thanks for popping on, guys.